I got drafted. And that was the first time I got crabs.
Sergeant Meeps.
What a great way to start the stream. Well played.
Just the first?
Oh god, you already broke the DM. Okay, well, anyway, welcome back everybody to Roll For It. This is episode number 25, where we just do some shit.
And you know it because it says it right there.
Yeah, right above Karn says the episode number. So, anyway, did you guys, I forgot to ask you, like, before we went live, have you guys been paying attention to the news?
No, not ever.
Okay. Well, apparently, Putin tried to assassinate an ex-Russian spy in Britain. That caused some turmoil, so the UK removed all of its ambassadors from Russia. In response, Russia kicked all the removed all the Russian ambassadors from UK. In return, Russia kicked all the British ambassadors out of Russia, and then Putin just won the election yesterday with 75% of the votes.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear
but-
about that.
Putin always wins the elections.
Yeah,
That's
he's
their
not gonna
thing.
lose.
No.
Especially when all of his the people he's running against keep disappearing.
Yeah, imagine that. A guy that was a spy became the leader of their country, who has affiliations with the mafia and all the unions. He literally has the entire country in his pocket. There's no way you can defeat him.
Well, before Putin puts us on his hit list of people that need to get assassinated, we're going to move on
He's
to
a
the
great
actual...
guy, and I completely support him.
I'm already on too many lists. Come on.
Fair enough. I don't know why I just remembered that. Anyway, sorry we're starting late, guys. We had a little bit of technical issues, and then Nick was late, so we're like, what the fuck, Nick? Like,
Hey,
fucking get here
it was
on time,
Bob that
dude.
was late.
Bob's been here the
Fucker.
whole time. We were literally
Fucking
waiting
Nick
for
guy.
you.
Okay, well then that's the reason why fucking Drew got crabs, alright?
All right. If you can't tell from the stream, we're missing Bali here in picture, so we've given him a
No, he's
temporary
there.
one.
I would have swore that's what he looks like. I see no difference.
I love it.
I have no idea what it looks like.
You'll
and-
see it tomorrow at work.
It's
Oh,
fine.
good. Nobody spoil it for me.
All right. Anyway, unless we got some more shit to talk about, when last?
Pitching the bard.
Oh yeah, somebody tell him about the bard. Whose
Oh.
idea was it?
It was Zach's idea. I vote him.
The Minotaur bard that plays the cowbell.
It's gonna.
For Groove Out Sunbeam.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be Groove Out Sunbeam.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Yeah,
Brew
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Nice.
perfect.
It's just you'll have to buy a cowbell to RP it correctly, and just ding
Yeah.
ding 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 ding.
That'd be the easiest RP.
Derek's just like, okay, take your D10 inspiration. Please stop using it so much.
Take it. Stop.
But I need more.
Oh god.
Need more
Yeah, I'm
cowbell.
sure your neighbors and wife, fiance, lady will be just totally thrilled with you. Just wailing on the cowbell.
Yep.
Right.
It would be beautiful. Sorry, let's stop delaying you, Jay.
It's fine. Okay, so last time when we left off, Karn, you guys took care of the vampire, returned the children, spoke to Cliff. He was the guard at the guard outpost. Then he took you guys to the tavern where there's the brawls, or not really a tavern, just the underground bar with the fighting pit. Karn wanted to go find a tavern, so he left and he went to the tavern, went to sleep. The rest of you, you sat around a table and pulled out a bunch of papers that you had taken from the guards outpost, outlining a couple of things that need to get done around town or in the immediate vicinity, with Bali having also taken out a scrap of cloth to put down for when you guys choose whatever you're going to do next. He was hoping that you guys might, go and rescue his newfound castle that the Deck of Many Things just gave him.
Was it a castle or a keep?
Keep, sorry.
They just-
It's a keep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't. Holy crap!
Don't get his hopes up.
Yeah, it's a keep. So with that, we'll come back to you guys. About 5 minutes has gone by. Karn is in a tavern sleeping. The rest of you have your drinks and you're sitting around a table, discussing what to do next.
What is problem? You haven't said anything for 5 minutes.
I've been sitting here enjoying my drink, man.
That voice
Are
with
we-
the picture, though.
Are we still working?
I can't.
I wish we could have that in Skype.
Oh God.
Uh,
I could send it to Derek.
I'm
He
just
could
gonna
replace
play-
his Skype picture with it.
I'm just gonna play it for.
Yep.
All right, sorry. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Well,
Well, what you want to do?
I am not in charge. I am not flag waver. No, hat wearer. No, eater, leader.
I want to look at the things on the table.
Okay. So in front of you are 4 scraps of paper that Bali ripped off of the post, the bulletin board at the guard outpost. One says, missing children. You know, the last couple of days, children have gone missing. Any information, please bring to the guard outpost, which you guys had just taken care of. Although, since they'd just taken care of it, they hadn't taken it down, obviously, so that was part of the package. As well as that, there's another piece of paper that says, attention bandits to the east on the road through the desert. There's another one that says, adventurers, please stop by the Hunters Guild to take out a contract. Monsters need dying, we need you. That's all it says. And then there's a couple other pieces of paper, but it looks like in his haste he didn't rip them quite properly, so it's mostly a jumble of words here or there on a couple scraps. And then, of course, there's the tattered cloth from his garb that he had ripped off.
So how many in total, like actual viable missions, were there?
4.
Well, aside from the ones that you guys already know about, that's 2. Then there's one more, plus another 3 that you just learned about just now. No, 2. Sorry.
Okay.
Bandits, Hunters Guild, and then there's the ones you guys already know about.
What about this bandit one right here? I mean, these people around here are pretty nice. They need to eat and shit, and you know, they got some low-life scum trying to steal their crap and whatnot. And
Why would they stop
just-
them from shitting? That does not make any sense.
I'm just
It
gonna
is
like face
Harder
palm.
to fight someone when they are constipated, in theory.
I don't quite think that's what he meant.
Okay, so you want to fight the shitting bandits?
No, just yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
sounds like a good plan, eh?
What? I don't know if you can hear me. How far away is the Hunters Guild? Is that in town?
Yeah, it's within town.
Oh, okay. I want to start heading over there because we can grab that and then skedaddle.
Okay. Are the rest of you going with Kruven?
yeah, sure, why not? I'll go, Ruben.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. So you guys head up the stairs after really quickly stopping by, saying hey to Cliff on his way out. He said that he owed you guys a round, so he paid for the drinks, and you guys go about your way. You exit the hidden bar / fighting grounds, And you guys go up the street, take a left, take another left. You see a tavern on your right, and then 2 buildings down, you see a big sign outside that says Hunter's Guild.
I'm gonna go to that one.
Okay. You walk in, and there's a tiefling woman standing at the front, leaning against a pillar, dressed in all blacks. Seems to be leathers. No tail. And she's kind of leaning there, I guess waiting for somebody or something. There's nobody else around. It's just a front foyer.
Hey there,
Ubra-
beautiful.
Okay.
Let the tiefling speaks. The tiefling looks over at you, looks you up and down, Ubruk, and goes, "Who are you?"
I mean, I'm nobody right now to you, but are you the head honcho of this place right here?
No. She's kind of like averts her gaze from you a little bit.
Okay. Do you know where we can find him?
He said he'd be right back. I'm waiting.
Is there any kind of bell or notification system?
There's a little bell on the desk.
I'm gonna ring the bell.
Okay. You walk over and smack. Gling! She looks up at you and goes, "Men." Just kind of looks away.
I go, "Men what?" And I hit the bell, and then again, and then again, and then again. Men what?
After about the 14th time that you've hit the bell, a man comes in from the back room, a human man, dressed in all white, very regal looking, walks up and he's like, "Yes, please stop ringing the bell."
It worked though.
He was just testing it. Don't worry.
Mm.
You're good.
Don't mind my friend here.
The bell works. He reaches over and grabs the bell and pulls it off of the desk, drops it into a drawer, and then closes the drawer. What do you want? What can I do for you?
Well, can't you see we're adventurers looking to slay monsters?
Well, with the blood on you? No, I couldn't see that. You guys look like you just got out of a really nasty fight.
I mean, kind of, but
And
just look
lost.
at the other guy.
Okay. Okay, so you here to take out a contract, or what's the deal? And then right as he finishes speaking, the tiefling kind of walks up next to you, shoves you guys out of the way, or Ubruk, because he's closest to her, and goes, "Excuse me, I was here first." And he's like, "Oh,
You didn't ring
yeah.
the bell.
Actually, she did, and then I went, never mind. Yes, dear. Let's see. Do you want the griffin, or do you want the frost giant?" And she's like, Griffin sounds fun, I'll take the griffin. Alright. He hands her a piece of paper and, "Adios, boys," and leaves. Walks out the door. And he looks up at you guys and goes, "So, frost giant it is." Eh?
Is she gonna go and fight that thing by herself?
She's more than capable.
Okay. Yeah, frost giant sounds cool, I guess.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't freeze my nuts off.
Are you guys
Yeah, where's
familiar?
Frost Giant?
Are you guys familiar with High Peak Big Rock?
Hmm. Is there a window? Can I just point at it?
There's no window in this building, actually. So you
Then
kind of
I
point
remain silent.
north-ish. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
point northish.
Okay. And he goes, "Yeah, it's up there somewhere." Anyway, right at the top of the peak, it's where the druids used to live. Just head in past there. They had this like grove. Frost giant moved in a little while back. Nobody's been able to go back there because the frost giant. So go on up there and take care of it. Come on back, bring some kind of proof that you killed it. You get them a bunch of money. Easy job.
I like a bunch of money, man. Shiny.
Mm.
All right. He slides a piece of paper to you. It depicts a very crudely drawn picture of a frost giant. And it also says 5,000 gold piece reward. And he's like, alright, well, if you guys need anything, let me know, I guess. And try not to get killed.
Good advice.
Definitely some good advice. Thank you. Well, we're going to go ahead and take care of this little pest problem for you.
Appreciate that. Why are you all still standing here? What do you want?
I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
I'll follow Cruven.
I was just waiting for you to throw me out. That's what I'm used to. I'm tiefling.
Yeah, kind of getting that impression. He kind of goes back and looks down at a stack of papers that's in front of him and just starts scribbling. So, those of you that are leaving, you leave. Where are you going?
I think we need to restock up on some items that we lost during that battle.
I'd like to visit the Apothecary.
Okay. Keep in mind it's late, but yeah.
I looking to my party mates. I am quite tired. I could use a rest.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Where did Green Man go?
He's already fast asleep. That little sucker was tired.
We should tell him about Frost Giant. He was good. We need small green Band-Aid man.
Band-Aid man, yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
We'll tell him in the morning, though. Well, we go get some shut-eye now.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys want to go to the closest tavern? Or are you looking for one specific?
Closest.
Alright. So 2 doors down from your left, there's a tavern. You guys walk in, and there's kind of a young lady sitting at the front counter. She looks up. Ah, hey, customers, cool. What can I get for you?
Is there a bell?
There is not a bell.
I need to bring a bell.
You need to bring
Next
a bell?
time.
Now we're just looking for a room or two.
Okay, well, what'll it be? 1 or 2?
2.
Alright, 10 gold pieces each.
There you go.
Alright, she takes your 20 gold pieces and directs you upstairs towards the 2 rooms that you had paid for the night. And you guys presumably go into those rooms.
I could sleep on floors, not a problem.
Yeah,
That's
same.
fine.
I'm gonna go sleep outside of Flapjack.
Okay. So one of you is sleeping on the floor.
I guess I get the bed then.
I'll just stand there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna follow Obrock because I feel like the outcasts should stick together.
Alright, you do that. Okay, so how long are you guys resting? Like 8 hours? 4 hours? What?
8 hours.
Okay. So as you guys are sleeping, Karn, you're gonna wake up about an hour before them because they did a bunch of shit after you decided to leave and go to sleep. Anything you want to do after you wake up?
Bathe.
Bathe. Okay. There is a pretty large tub in your room, and you call down and get a bunch of hot water brought up and make yourself a nice bath. Roughly an hour later, once you're finished washing up and cleaning up, the rest of you kind of finish your rest. You feel well rested. Ginko, you are outside sleeping with the bear. The rest of you wake up in your rooms, feeling refreshed, ready to take on the day at the crack of noon, because you guys went to bed real late. What are you guys doing?
So were you born a man and then were cursed, or did your mother birth you with horns on head?
I was born like this. I was just born ugly.
That sounds painful.
It's not ugly. Look at me.
Nah, you're cool.
127 teeth. That's
Well.
ugly.
What about your parents? Was one a dragon, one a dude? I mean, how'd that work?
No, I don't want to talk about that. No one wants to talk about parents having sex, huh?
Fair enough. I know, I sure nailed that one. I walked in on that one night. No.
What? Oh. No.
Definitely no. Let's go downstairs and get some breakfast, huh?
Yes.
Or lunch, I guess. Kind of late.
I observe the time by looking out of the window and nod.
I'm gonna walk downstairs.
Okay. You guys head downstairs into the common quarters. Find a table. Order some lunch. Karn, what are you doing?
I'm going to have lunch with them.
Okay. So you head downstairs. You find them sitting at a table in the common room and sit down and have lunch. Ginko, what are you doing?
I'm gonna split my rations with Flapjack.
Okay. You do that. The bear likes it, I guess, as much as a bear can like ration. Okay. You guys eat a nice hearty lunch and pay for your lunch and ready to do whatever you want to do.
I explain the contract to our holy friend.
Okay.
So you want to come kill the frost giant?
Giant bad.
Yeah. He's on the place where our friend's whole life got ruined.
What giant do?
He existed. It's kind of like a line in sand problem, you know? Like tieflings and dragonborn just on this side of the line, and then frost giants on the other side of the line. So, you know, you're big, you're ugly, but you're on the wrong side of the line, so you have to die.
We need some band-aids. So,
I would like to go to the apothecary.
Okay. You guys know where the apothecary is? It is across town, pretty much. Yeah. Whereabouts? After. Sorry, I guess before that. Is there any stops you guys want to make on the way, or just going to the apothecary and then bouncing?
That's all I wanted to do personally. So.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys head to the apothecary. Younger gentleman standing there. You walk in. So, yeah, okay. You're here to buy stuff. What are you? Healing potions? What do you want?
The healing potions will do just fine.
How many?
How many do you have?
Let me check inventory. Hold on.
Garn bless water.
You want to bless some water?
There was a washroom one door down on the left. For blessing water.
The
Potion man
apothecary.
need bless water?
Apothecary man looks up and he goes, "We're good on blessed water. I have 11 healing potions in stock. I guess there was a group that came by here. Wait, it was you guys. Ah, I recognize you. A couple of days ago, you guys kind of cleaned us out. Anyway, we've restocked a little bit. We got 11 healing potions. You want them all, or a couple? Or...
Are they just the basics?
Yeah. We weren't able to brew any of the big ones yet.
I'll personally take 3.
Yeah, same.
Alright, they're 50 gold pieces each, so just remove 150 from your inventory, add 3 potions of healing. Just make a note, they do 2d4 plus 2. Anybody else want to buy more? 3 for you as well. Okay. Just make sure you subtract the gold and add that to your inventory.
I'll take 4 then.
All right.
Staff.
Okay. Bali or Karn, you want to buy anything from the apothecary, or are you just good?
I am very broke, so no, I do not.
Okay. All right. Where to?
Well, I mean, does anybody else need something while we're here? Or otherwise, I suggest let's get going.
Yep.
I would agree.
Okay.
Bali, you sure you don't want nothing? I could spot you the gold.
No. It's just one frost giant.
Okay. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So you guys are all outside of the apothecary. Where are you going?
Karn, follow Bear King.
What's that paper say? Who had it?
Bali had all the paper.
I'm gonna walk over to him and try to grab that paper out of his hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you that.
So on it, basically, it says Hunters Guild of Last Drink contract for 1 frost giant. 5,000 gold pieces payable upon proof of deeds been done. You flip it over, and on the back it says deeds been done is code for killed this bastard.
Okay.
And on the front is a very crude drawing of a frost giant.
Cool. Do I see Ginkgo?
Yeah, he's standing right next to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Perfect. Cool. Well then, I'm just gonna hop on our cart because he had the cart too with him, right?
Sure.
I thought maybe not.
He didn't specifically say it, but it's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It's fine. You guys got the card.
All right. Let's travel northward. And I just point to the mountain.
Yes.
Oh, you want to go up to the top? Okay. Well, that's where the frost giant is. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys all hop on, and you're gonna fast travel there. So let's say about 6 hours goes by as you guys make it to the bottom of the mountain. Everybody roll.
I'd like to take this. Wait. Oh, or sorry, we're doing something.
We are about to, but go ahead.
I was gonna take this opportunity to test out my magic carpet.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if I could fly with it, and
Yep.
if I needed to use both hands to hold on, or if I'd could just sit on it, and it's safe.
You can sit on it. It is safe, and it seems to, you got to kind of hold 2 hands on the front to direct it where to go. Otherwise, it just kind of floats straight. But if you pull back on it a little bit, it starts to go up and down and left and right, depending on what direction you're kind of turning it with your, with your hands and whatnot. And yeah.
Okay. I'll just go back to the cart then.
Okay. With that, I need everybody to roll perception. Bali with advantage. Because he's currently airborne. So 23, 11, 21, 11, and 14. Okay, so Bali and Ginkgo, you guys see what remains of a sign at the very bottom of the mountain. You guys recognize it as the sign that you first came by with Jonesy when you guys had to get rid of your curse. And it was a sign that pointed directions towards the dwarven entrance to their stronghold, as well as it pointed further up the road for the Druid Coven. And it had another arrow that pointed back towards the city and castle of Edinburgh. Excuse me. Only now it is like cloven, smashed into like 8 pieces. The rest of you weren't really paying that much attention. Didn't see it. So those two, you see that.
That's weird, eh?
What's weird?
I nod in agreement.
Well, the sign's broken there.
They beat it up.
There was a sign there? Oh, is that what all them pieces are on the ground?
Upon pointing it out, you guys all notice there's a bunch of scraps of wood where there's this post sticking out of the ground that only goes up about 4 or 5 inches and then just splinters of wood. Ruined sign.
That is a bad sign.
That's pretty good. Anybody know which way we need to go?
I'll lead the way.
Okay. Gingo starts leading you the way up the path. You get about a third the way up the mountain. You see the split off point where going left would take you up over the mountain past the Druid Coven, and the right is the entrance to... The fuck was that?
Sorry, I got a Facebook notification.
There's no Facebook in my world. What the fuck?
My bad. Clicker.
Anyway,
Earthquake.
that was weird. Yeah, there's an earthquake and dragons landing on top. No. So to the left path is to go up towards the Druid Grove, and to the right path takes you past a couple of like rock openings in the mountain. Looks to be kind of a cave. Ginkgo, you recognize this as the entrance to the dwarves' home. Which direction are you going?
Keep going up.
Okay, keep going up. You guys, after quite a bit of a hike, eventually make yourselves all the way up to the almost to the top of the mountain. You come across the entrance to the Druid's Grove, where Ginkgo, you spent a lot of your time here, most of your life, in fact, and it is completely covered in snow, about 2 feet deep. Wherever you stand is, basically 2 feet of snow. The wind is eerily dead. There's kind of no breeze, no nothing. The snow is kind of falling very, very lightly. It takes like a good 20 seconds for like one snowflake that you're kind of following to eventually land on the ground, like 6 feet lower than that. And the absence of wind is strange.
I'd like to roll insight to see if it's a supernatural force of some kind.
Okay. Let's see. 17. Yeah, you detect that this is definitely not natural. Something is causing it.
Is a magic frost giant. Is that a frost giant?
Anybody else see that?
Is a magic baby.
There shouldn't be no babies up on top of a mountain.
Were we hired to murder a baby?
I don't know.
I feel
Kind
bad.
of weird. I mean, I don't know.
I wouldn't really mind either way.
Ooh.
Be kind of funny in my opinion, but that's just me.
Guard save babies.
I don't think there's any babies.
Gnome babies are delicious.
Let's keep going.
The bones are so small, you don't even need to take them out.
I'll have to try that one time. You cook it up for me. Is there anything else that we see other than just snow?
Nope. Not unless you want to roll
Oh.
for it.
Are we in the approximate spot that we were to? That was implied where it was.
It was implied that it would be in a cave near the back of the Druid's kind of grove. You are just at the beginning of the Druid's grove.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hold that paper up to everybody and say, I think we need to go a little farther in.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
gonna
a good
pretend
idea.
to read it.
Okay. Give a performance roll. Nobody buys it.
It's
you doing over
upside
there,
down.
Did you just drool on yourself?
Kruven was actually holding the piece of paper upside down, and you had no idea.
Alright. Onward.
All right. So you guys take a couple of steps onward. You just after you pass the threshold, you feel the wind pick up. The absence of wind has suddenly been replaced by large gusts that are passing by and chilling you to the bone.
It is some pretty cold wind. I don't think I've felt any wind like this before.
This sucks.
It does.
I'm gonna cuddle up to Flapjack.
Okay. You guys, you guys notice to the left and to the right, there's a bunch of, kind of like hovels, but like they were all burned down, like long ago, and nobody really came to clean up or anything. So it's just a bunch of burned out hovels, to the left and the right. As you guys make your way through, the grove, you get pretty close to the back. There's one much larger, almost like a cabin that's also burned out, which Ginkgo you recognize as the matriarch's kind of cabin for this little druid grove. Lots of snow. The wind picks up a little bit even more. And behind the cabin, you do see a cave. Looks to be about 20 feet wide, maybe 30 feet tall. Very large.
We should leave the wagon here.
That'd probably be best idea. Man, this wind is cold though. It don't feel like no normal wind.
Does seem like bad luck. All things considered, I gestured to the burned out hovel.
This is very true.
Do we bring the bear for combat?
Is he big enough to fight yet?
Probably. You've never battle tested him, so.
Aurus did teach him dick split. And I look over at the bear.
The bear kind of looks up at Ginkgo, looks back at Kruven, looks back at Ginkgo, and like is expectantly waiting for you to say dick splint or something.
Yeah, dick split.
I get away from the bear.
The bear kind of tucks his paws in,
I
Kinda-
jump back.
forms himself into a ball, and then just starts rolling. I need dex saves from Karn, Bali, Kruven, and Ubrik.
Woo! Nimble as fuck.
Wow.
Can I use an inspiration die?
Too late! You have to do it beforehand. Alright, so funny enough, the DC on this was 8. I just wanted to let you know that because I think it's funny that you failed on both. Okay, so as this bear starts rolling towards you guys, Bali, Karn, and Kruven, you guys manage to just, nimbly step out of the way. Ubruk just turns around and starts running, like, straight back. like he went to the Prometheus school of running, basically, is what I'm saying. and he's just running straight, but because there's like 2 feet of snow, he's not making it very quickly, and the bear is picking up more and more snow and picking up more and more speed, and he crashes directly into Ubruk, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You are also considered prone, as there's a bear now sitting on top of your chest.
Oh, real sorry about that, eh?
Gingo, can you tell him to get off me, please? He's quite heavy.
I'll call over Flapjack.
Okay. Flapjack kind of stands up, leans over, and licks your face, and then just runs off and goes over to Ginkgo.
Thank you. I'm gonna get up.
Okay. You do that. Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna pull up my carpet and load a crossbow bolt in, and then sit cross-legged on the magic carpet
Okay.
and put the crossbow on my lap.
How close are we to the cave?
You guys are right at the mouth of the cave.
Oh, so we're like standing at it.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So you guys want to go in, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys start walking in. You notice that the cave kind of veers off to the left a little bit. It seems to go down, and then kind of veers off to the right, goes a little bit more down, and comes up to a very, very big open space, probably 100 feet wide, 100 feet tall. Length is about 120 feet. It's considered dark in here, so anybody that doesn't have dark vision, you're pretty much blind at this point. But for the sake of brevity, we'll say that anybody that wants to can just light a torch, and we'll say that you saw your whole way here. Anybody
There's
want
quite a
torch?
big cavern in here.
I'm gonna just stick close to my allies, and then when I run out of light, I'm going to land my carpet and follow them close enough to put a hand on them.
Okay. Which one do you want to put the hand on?
The last in the marching order.
Who wants to be last?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go last then. I'm always
Okay.
last.
So
Ginkgo,
you-
can you be behind me? The bear.
I'm
Alright,
following the
Yeah.
So
king
you're
of
third.
bears.
All right. So with Kruven in front, then Ginkgo with the bear, Flapjack. Then we got Karn, Obruk, and Bali. All right. You guys start making your way through this big center area. It's wide open. You don't hear a single thing except for like the faint wind from behind you, where in the center of the grove it was like super windy. Now you can just barely hear the faint rush of wind from off in the
I want
distance.
to roll perception to see if that's actually the wind or if that's something breathing.
Your perception was an 18. As far as you can tell, it's the wind. It's definitely coming from behind you, so it's definitely coming from outside where you felt the wind. That chilled you to the core.
Do the night seers see anything?
What do I see?
Roll
Anything
perception.
different? Okay. Not much.
Despite being having dark vision, you can't really quite see anything.
I'm just gonna keep kind of slowly stumbling forward.
I'm
Still
gonna
wide
look
open,
around.
or-
See
Okay.
if I see anything.
All right, roll perception. Okay. I mean, you're not quite as adept at walking through caves as you might have thought in your youth, and you're definitely weirded out by the cold. Can't really quite concentrate on this big ass room that you're in. So as you guys are kind of walking forward, start spreading out a little bit, not quite going in a single file line. You guys want to continue going forward? Anybody else want to make a perception roll or anything, or? Nope. All right. Here, I thought he was unmuting to say something. Nope. Okay. So you guys travel forward, probably about halfway through the this big opening, and suddenly you find yourself as if you had walked into a wall. You cannot move any further.
I'm going to investigate this wall.
I'm gonna stay close to him.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a wall, really. Like, you just suddenly couldn't move any further. You can definitely see past it. There's, like, 30 feet or whatever for your dark vision of, just more empty room, presumably. But you just found that you're not able to walk forward.
I'm gonna put my hands up and try to see it, and I can't feel shit.
No. You can definitely feel that there's something barring you there, but you have no idea.
Alright.
Look, Karn, pass. I'm gonna try to hit it with my mace.
Alright, roll an attack. Nope. Your mace... Thud. Your
This
passive
wall?
wisdom would tell you maybe you need to hit it harder.
All right, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay, roll an attack. Thud. Nothing happens. Your passive wisdom tells you maybe you need to hit it harder. I
have
could
no
repeat
idea what's
this
happening.
all day long, but basically at some point somebody else has got to jump in here because he's just going to continuously hit this wall.
I was hoping someone would catch on to that.
I was just gonna let it happen.
He's got really low
Uh,
intelligence. We'll be here all night.
I'm gonna walk to the other side of the room and just keep feeling it and see
Okay.
if anything changes or if I see like a ripple or just anything.
Okay, so you're feeling up the wall the whole way. You walk all the way to the left, kind of just rubbing against the wall the whole way. Despite the fact that there's something blocking you there, you can see past it, and it boggles your mind why you can't push your hand past it or anything. You can see there's something. I mean, nothing's there, but you just can't walk forward. And that stretches all the way to the left wall. You come all the way back to the right wall. You pass Karn, who's just going to town on this invisible wall. And you just kind of, oh, excuse me, Karn, kind of scooch past him and just keep walking along to the right wall. All the way down. Nothing.
I'm gonna walk up to it and put my hands on it, about like so. See if I feel any kind of magic.
Okay, roll an Arcana check. Meanwhile, all you hear is as the wind is being created by Karn swinging his mace. Your Arcana tells you that something in a magical sense has created this barrier.
I'm gonna go start digging a hole next to it and have Flapjack come dig too. See if
Okay.
we can go underneath.
All right.
These noises are very strange. Ubrok, you want I smash something?
Honestly, I don't know. All I know is this thing's made out of magic. Don't really know how to.
I'm gonna feel my way forward. What does it feel like on my hand? Like a solid barrier?
It kind of feels like, you ever touched an electric fence?
Yes.
You know that tingly feeling that you get? It doesn't quite hurt, but it's just like tingly. Feels like that.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try and touch it, but with my sword.
Okay. Are you attacking it or just poking it?
I'm gonna poke it first and see what happens
Okay.
with my sword. Does it stop too?
Yeah, the sword stops at the same point.
Okay, I'm gonna do a big swing.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make sure left to right that there's no one standing directly in front of me.
Okay. There's nobody standing directly in front of you. You take a big swing. You hear ting as part of your sword chips off at the end.
Fuck.
You rolled a natural 1, I'm sorry.
Ugh.
That didn't sound too good.
Whenever I heard
No.
him say it's something to do with magic, I cast detect magic.
Okay. Let's see. Faint aura, visible creature, objects, school of magic. Okay, this is a... This is the one detail I forgot to write down about this. I'm sorry. One sec. This is a transmutation effect. And your spell cannot penetrate past this transmutation effect.
It appears to be transmorphation.
Oh, what?
Transmorphation.
Is he speaking common?
I don't even know if he's speaking right now.
I never really know with that little green man.
Don't talk while you are chewing. What is the thing?
Transmutation.
Oh.
Ah.
Maybe he's trying to say transmutation?
Transmutation.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh,
How do we stop it? Can
I
it
have
be
no
dispelled?
As you say that, Karn takes his mace and starts smacking the wall again.
Okay, stand back. I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
I will stand back.
Ah,
Yeah,
standing
standing back.
Everybody stands back. He takes a shot with his heavy crossbow. You see the bolt boom, sitting in the air, about chest height.
And
Stuck
nothing. It's
in
just
the wall.
stuck there.
Yep.
Okay. In my starter kit, I will have a sun rod. I'm gonna crack one.
Okay. Interesting. I need to Google the effects of that. Hold on.
How's the hole coming?
I'm gonna go start praying at the wall.
I'll tell you in 1 sec. Okay. You crack open a sunrod. It's basically a glow stick. Doesn't really illuminate anything, really. Gives you, like, 30, 60 feet of vision.
30,
you can
I
now,
think.
yeah, you can clearly see that there's a bolt just hanging there in the air. And you can see past it. It looks like it's just sitting in the middle of the air. Everybody around you, Karn is praying against the wall. Ubruk is doing what, sorry? Okay, he's not responding. He's standing with a thumb up his ass. Kruven's just kind of hanging out, and then Ginkgo and Flapjack are digging a hole. The update on the hole, I need a strength check from Flapjack and Ginkgo to check your progress. I have Flapjack's character sheet, hold on. 20 plus 5. Okay, yeah, you made it. You made it about 5-6 inches down before Flapjack kind of nudges you out of the way and then just starts going to town on it. He makes it about 2 feet down while all this is happening.
Is
I'm
the
gonna-
wall continuing down?
As you guys are digging next to it, you kind of peel away a little bit of it, and as you're pulling away the dirt and the rock and clay and whatever you're pulling apart there, you notice that the wall does continue down as far as 2 feet.
I'm gonna get on my magic carpet and take my glow stick and just run it along the edge of the wall as I go up to see if it's still there.
Okay. You take your glow stick, you're holding it against the wall, you fly straight up with your magic carpet. It continues to go all the way up to the ceiling. About 100 feet up, you are very, very high in the air.
I'm gonna shout down, "No good! All wall!"
That's quite unfortunate. Mm.
I'm gonna gently descend.
Okay.
But also, do I see anything in the distance?
No, not really.
No
It
light,
seems...
no nothing in the distance.
No,
Just all
it's
cave.
just a very large cavern with nothing in it, as far as you know, side of this wall.
I'm gonna take another look around. Like, I know the wall's there and all of that, but I want to kind of look at everything else.
Sure. So you follow the wall all the way to the left. You find the cave wall, and you start feeling around the edges of the cave all the way back to where it had led back up towards the path. Then you kind of cross the mouth there and go along the other side, and it feels like the edges of a cave, so much like you'd expect. A bunch of rock, maybe a chunk of iron here or there as it's, like unmined or whatever. Yeah, it just feels like the edges of a cave.
Seems
After
like
I
a normal cave here.
Maybe words or button, altar.
I'm gonna use
Which-
dispel magic on the wall.
Okay, can you hit the card for me? Okay, I need you to make an ability check.
What do you want me to roll?
It'll be... What's your spellcasting ability? Is it wisdom?
Yeah.
Then just roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. You guys are all kind of hanging out as Ginkgo kind of raises his hand against the wall, utters a couple of words in Elvish, and puts a little bit of pressure on the wall, and his hand goes through it. And the wall is gone.
So you're telling me that's all you had to do?
My
How
prayer
about
worked.
that, eh?
With that, I need perception from everybody.
I roll perception.
You rolled an 8.
Oh. Wait, I'm on my magic carpet. Does it help?
Nope. Either way, it was an 8. Yeah, you rolled an 8 on both of them, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so Bali and Ubruk, you feel a little bit cold, and something stinks, like real bad, like rotted fish, and like bad body odor.
Frost giant.
Bob, Drew, and Zach, you guys see standing in front of you a frost giant about 75 feet tall. He's just kind of hanging out. Very, very large. And he's looking
Has
down
he noticed
at you,
us? Okay.
looking down at you and breathing. And does anybody here speak giant?
I have comprehend languages, so I can listen to him.
Let me check. Okay, fair enough. So he starts speaking. I'm not going to make up a bunch of words, but basically, Bali, what you gather from it is, why are you here?
He says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum." He wants to know why we're here. Obviously, we're not going to tell him. Maybe, do you want to stall so we could get into better position?
I'm just gonna start like backing away, but like to the side, if the group's here.
Sure.
I'm going to slowly yell at him. It cold.
Roll charisma.
Where the hell is it?
Just the bottom skill on your next to your skills to the left. Just click on the
Oh,
word charisma.
right, that one.
Okay. You hear a little bit of a chuckle and then words that you don't understand. Bali, the frost giant chuckled a little bit and said, "Yes, it is."
So he can understand me? If he can understand common, I take it?
Yes, he can.
He says yes.
Okay.
You hear a chuckle in response.
I don't know what to do here. We're at this awkward standoff point where we're like, we gotta kill this thing, but it's not attacking us yet.
I'm gonna keep I'm gonna try to get to like his blind spot on his shoulder. This is what I'm trying to achieve by like working around the side.
Okay.
So let me know
Let's see if he sees
when
you.
about that happens. Yeah.
You're pretty sure you're safe as you're circling around the outside.
I'm looking at his head. Did I notice any like movement?
You noticed as you got further and further out of what would have been like his peripheral vision,
Peripheral?
his head starts to turn slightly with you to keep you in his peripheral vision.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right about there, and then look towards my party mates and see if I can like make eye contact at any point.
Okay.
Bad giant?
They're like a good 60, 70 feet away.
Okay.
So they're not going to
Then-
be able to see you.
Okay, that's fine.
How tall is this cave?
About 100 feet tall.
Or
I'm going to use thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, that one. And make my voice as loud as possible in this cave and tell him, "You've been a bad giant. We're here to take you."
But how would that sound?
I don't want to yell in my house, honestly.
Give it at least in character.
You've been a bad monster. We're here to take you to jail.
Well played.
Thank you, Derek.
Okay, so
It's alright.
give a charisma roll.
I'm going to use my inspiration die on this one.
All right. Okay. He kind of swings his head over to the right, looking away from Cruven, and he looks directly at Obruk, leans down a little bit, and goes, "No." And then stands
At that
back.
moment, well, while he's leaning down, can I strike? Because he wasn't looking at me?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike with both weapons.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Alright, sorry, I was trying to scroll up. Dagger, short sword.
Okay. Roll damage on both. I should have mentioned you have advantage on both of those because he's surprised.
Right,
Technically.
that's what I was going for.
Go ahead and roll.
There's dagger, there's short sword.
Okay, so total of 17. Is that piercing, slashing?
That is piercing on both of them. Do I have sneak attack because it was a surprise, or is how?
Sneak attack.
I don't think so, right?
Sneak up. Let me check, just to be sure. I don't want to screw this up.
Yeah.
That is the monster.
Because I know if I was technically stealth, but I didn't want to do that at the time.
Right. I feel you. Sneak attack. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right, yeah, you do. You do get sneak attack on that, so go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage. And 6, that's it. Wow!
Yeah.
46,
10
and you rolled 3 1s. Holy fuck!
I know.
You're the unluckiest.
Pretty bad.
Sorry. So just rub that in there for you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
All right. With that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm going to disengage as well.
I roll initiative.
Okay. Where the fuck is initiative? There it is.
Where is the initiative? Oh, it's been a while.
Wow.
Add +1 to that.
Ubrik and Bali, figure out who wants to go first out of the two of you.
Polly can go ahead and go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay.
And then it is Crippen. What is up with all my monsters always going last? This is bullshit.
I was the last combat.
Yeah, well, you barely count. You've only been here for like
Wow.
3 episodes.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
I
Harsh
kid,
words,
I kid.
Jay.
Sorry.
Tieflings are people too. Okay.
Yeah.
What? No, they're half demonic. Yeah, whatever.
They're still people.
Fair enough. I apologize, Ubrok.
They're just crossbred,
Okay.
I think.
With that, you are now officially in combat. Bali, it is your turn. You are
I shoot
Currently
him with
still
the crossbow.
okay. You hit. Rolling your damage. You did 4 points of damage. You have multi-attack, so you want to shoot him a second time?
I want to move first.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my magic carpet and see if I can jump up on his shoulder or something. I'm
Okay,
assuming he's close, right?
Yeah, he's pretty close. He's within kind of 20
No,
feet of
not
you.
close. Clothes, like he's wearing clothes.
He's wearing a loincloth.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna fly to his waist and
You're
stand-
really muffled right now.
How about now?
Much better.
Okay. I'm gonna fly to his waist.
Okay.
And draw my long sword, and take a swing at the strap that's holding on his loincloth.
Okay. Let's see. Your attack misses. You rolled an
Okay.
18.
My attack missed with an 18. I guess I might have disadvantage
Sure.
while I'm flying.
Yes, but yeah. Either way, even if you did have disadvantage, that would have technically missed. His AC is higher than 18.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Ubrik.
I'm going to run 30 feet directly behind me. Try to get as far away from him as I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a cantrip Firebolt
Sure.
and aim it right at his left eye.
Okay.
Do you want me to click the spell?
Is it a spell attack or does it just happen?
Yeah, I gotta make a spell attack.
Then make your spell attack.
D20, right?
D20 plus your spell attack modifier. On the top of your spells page. That'll hit. Roll your damage.
And that's fire damage.
3 points of fire damage. Karn, your friends want a wave or a wink. Okay, any other actions from Ubruk?
And then that's it.
Cool. Kriven, you're up.
Okay. Has he he hasn't like looked back this way at all, right? Since that started.
No, it's been about 3 seconds, so he hasn't
Oh,
really
okay.
had an opportunity. Every round of combat
Sweet.
is 6 seconds,
Okay.
so
So I'm gonna pivot because I was on like a back behind his shoulder. I want to pivot right behind him.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go for like the same leg that I was striking at before
okay,
with my short sword and dagger.
have at it. Nice.
Fuck.
Crit and a miss. Roll damage on your dagger.
All right, that's the dagger.
Okay. You also get sneak attack because Bali is within 5 feet.
Woo!
Dope.
14.
Okay. And with that, I would like to disengage out about 20 feet back because there's room behind me as well, right? In
Yeah.
this big cavern.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Cool. I would want to get the fuck out of there.
Okay. Ginkgo, you're up.
I'm gonna use polymorph.
On.
The frost giant.
Okay. You hit the spell card. Thank you. Okay. Let's see if it works. Wow, he rolled a nat 1.
I would like to turn him into a sheep.
Okay. Poof. Ah. He is a
All right.
sheep.
I will end my turn.
Okay.
Actually, can I tell Flapjack to go attack him?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll initiative for Flapjack since you're throwing him in. 8. What was the frost giant? Was that also an 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll put him before the frost giant because I favor player characters. Okay. Karn, you're up. There's a sheep. Nah.
Karn confused. I'm gonna skip my turn.
Okay. You can hold your action, or completely skip. But if you'd like, you can hold your action. Just tell me what you'd like to get done and a trigger. So, for example, you could say, "I'm gonna hold my action to attack him until he turns back into a frost giant or tries to attack."
That one.
Okay. So, regardless of when that happens, that's when your action will take place.
Okay.
That way, you don't have to actually skip it. Flapjack's turn. He kind of looks up at you, nods, and then just starts barreling forward. Are you giving him the command word, or is he just claw and bite?
I got Dick Splint.
All
Dick
right.
Splint Flapjack.
Let's do a dex save for a fucking sheep. Let me look up the stats. Hold on. Oh, no bonus to dex. Who would have figured? Fails the DC. Okay. So Dick Splint, roll, smack. The bear goes rolling into
The sheep.
the sheep, and does max damage for a total of 10 damage. Poof! The sheep explodes into a gigantic frost giant. You cheeky fucker. Flapjack gets knocked back a couple of feet, completely uninjured or anything. Now that he's frost giant form again, Karn, you want to take your action now?
Yes, now I will cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Stop, Frost Giant.
Interesting.
Bad.
Check. I need to check something. Giant. There we go. Okay. Technically, a giant's not a humanoid. It is
What?
considered huge giant.
Hmm.
Yeah. If we want, what I'll do is I'll say that your character would have known that a giant is not a humanoid, and you can do something else instead,
All
instead
right.
of wasting your spell.
I will use Guiding Bolt.
For the record, hold monster would work in this situation, whereas hold person wouldn't. Guiding bolt, though, that works. Is that a spell attack? If so, go ahead and make it.
Yes.
Let's see. Make a ranged spell attack. So,
7.
yeah. That's your damage. 13 does not meet his AC. You miss. Frost Giant's turn. Frost Giant kind of rears his head back. You hear a very hearty laugh, and then he goes, "Stupid elf! I'm not sheep!" And breathes out a large gust of wind. Chills you to your core, and I need Bali, Bali, Karn, Ginkgo, Flapjack, and Ubrik all to make dex saves.
Aren't I beside him?
Yeah, but he's going from everywhere from directly right of him all the way sweeping across.
Oh crap. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Dex save. Okay. Ginkgo, you got 13. Okay, so we got a fail, a success, a fail, and a fail. So, the breath attack does... Character sheet. $27 points of cold damage to everybody that failed it, and Karn, you take 13. So Derek, you're at 30.
I have a feeling this thing might kill us.
I'm unconscious.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
You have less than
What?
27 max health?
I got hit for 4 damage from Flapjack. That brought me down to 26. So, yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, well
Oh,
you guys kind of see
Oh.
off to the right as Ubruk takes that breath like a fucking champ and then falls over.
I won't use it for this one, but I forgot to do my robes at the beginning of the day, so I'll do frost damage.
Okay.
I'll take this one though, because I forgot.
Sure. For all subsequent frost damage, you'll take half. With that, it'll be Bali's turn. But I'm gonna take a quick 5 here, so everybody can get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, go piss, whatever you gotta do. Stream. We'll be back in 5 with a cliffhanger, I guess, of sorts. See you in a minute.
time. And that's the second time I got crabs.
Perfect timing yet again. We're back. Frost Giant just blew all over you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, a
I
lot of you
dodged
guys.
enough.
A lot of you guys are a little bit hurt. Yeah, you didn't even have to move, really.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, he's blowing.
So we're gonna go back to Bali. You are you're on the carpet. You just took a bunch of damage. You're about 30 feet up on the carpet, having just tried to attack the loincloth. What would you like to do?
Is he holding anything in his hands?
He is not.
Cool. Okay. Can I fly behind him?
Yeah, you can fly behind him.
Cool.
So you
I want to
do
try
that?
and literally stab him in the back.
Okay. 2 attacks or 1 attack? What?
Yeah, let's go for 2 attacks.
Okay. You make your 2 attacks. Unfortunately, both miss. 10 and 13.
Fuck.
Yep.
Okay, I'm staying back here.
Okay.
But can I make one more observation before I'm done? I'd like to see how his loincloth is tied on.
Okay. We'll roll a investigation for you here. It's a 19. It seems to be attached by a very large, for him, string. For you, a rope kind of like what tugboats tug boats with. Like, it's very, very fucking thick rope. Bigger than your head.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Ubrik. Death save, please. 1 failure. Kruven, you're up.
Okay. When you were talking about the forego of an action, can you forego movement action or no?
You can only hold an action.
Okay, I figured.
Not
I just
movement.
figured I'd ask. That
Yep.
sounded super too cool to be true.
Yeah.
Um.
And you have to specify a trigger and your action when
Right.
you do it.
Right. I had something in mind. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, I guess with that, how close is Bali to me? Like, on what side is he?
Bali is like right in the middle of his back, but about 30 feet up.
Fucking asshole. Alright, I'm gonna go around like 20 feet over to the right and kind of like go around the hitbox just so to separate us.
Sure.
I don't want to take a swipe twice for no reason.
Sure.
So from there, I'm just gonna go and attack with both of my weapons.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks. Okay, first one hits, the dagger misses.
Alright, short sword.
11 piercing.
And here's the sneak.
15. Jesus.
That's where I get my damage.
Oh shit. Ginkgo.
I'm gonna use lightning bolt right in the face.
Okay.
So that's a dex save.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see his dex. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, so he's gonna take half. It's 13. Cool. Any movement or bonus action?
I'm gonna back up like 20 feet.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool. Karn.
Did I notice Ubrik go down?
You have dark sight or dark
Yep.
vision? Yes, you
Yep.
did.
I'm gonna yell at the giant. You run before Karn smite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move over to Ubrik.
Okay. Okay, you run 30 feet over. He's just within range of you. If you wanted to do something.
I will cast Spare the Dying on him.
All right. Ubruk, you're at 1 hit point. All right. Flapjack's turn. What would you like Flapjack to do? Gingo.
Just standard. Does he have multi-attack?
He does not have multi-attack.
Alright, just attack. Normal.
Alright. Claw or bite?
Claw.
Okay. He misses. You want to command him to move anywhere, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Frost Giant. Let's see what happens. Oh. He gets his Frost Breath back. But he's not going to use it quite yet. He is going to turn around, almost stepping on Kruven, and just brushing past Bali. So Flapjack, Kruven, and Bali, you all get an attack of opportunity if you want to use it.
Yes.
Slice.
Yes for Flapjack.
Okay. Wow, crit from Bob.
Kruven.
Sorry, crit from Kruven. Bali misses, and we will see on Flapjack. Flapjack misses. Roll your damage, please, Kruven.
Do I get sneak for that?
No, you only get sneak one round, or once per round.
It's not bad. Cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Take it.
Kind of takes the slash in the leg, runs past you. You hear a little bit of rustling and what sounds like steel rubbing against rock. And he turns back around and says, "Now I smash!" And he's going to try to do an overhead attack at Kruven. And we will see if that hits.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you froze for me. He
You
tried to do
Yeah,
overhead
he did Okay.
Yeah.
at Kruven. Yeah, it's a natural 20. So he's going to deal.
Oh, it is. It hurts.
Okay. He deals, gotta double the dice, so 14 plus 6, 24 damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Ow.
After smacking you, he's going to, with his free hand, try and backhand Jonesy. Sorry,
20,
Bali.
20 how
Who?
much?
Who?
You can backhand Jonesy all
24.
you want.
24.
24. Bludgeoning. Yeah, so he's going to try and backhand Bali. Sorry. Unarmed strike. What's your... I have that right in front of me. He meets your
Thank
armor
you.
class. So he will do 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you. You're at 21.
Thank you.
Yep. And that is his turn. We go back to Bali.
Okay.
I need a deck save from you to see if you got knocked off the carpet. So
I'm
you
gonna
rolled
do a
4.
deck save.
Unfortunately, you're going to fall from the carpet. You're 10 feet up.
Is he close to me?
Sorry, you're
Can I help
30
him?
You're 30 feet. You could try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
All right.
Like as he gets close, I'll just try to like pull him down.
Okay, give a athletics check, and I'll roll a deck save for Bali for you.
Okay.
14 plus 9 is 23. It's not gonna make it, but you might have just helped Bali, because he's 30 feet up. He's gonna take 1d6 per 10 feet, so 3d6. 17 points.
Oh.
You're gonna take half of that. He's gonna take half of that. So you each take 8.
Okay. Ugh!
So Bali, you're at 13.
Oh,
I'm worse for wear.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna scramble off of him using my move action.
It only takes half to
I'm
get
gonna. Okay, so I half landed on him. Is he prone? Is Cruven prone?
up. Cruven would be prone, yes.
I'll use the rest of my move action to pull him up.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. Can you roll a combat superiority dice for me? And then I'll add that and use my Battlemaster's Strike, Commanding Strike, to get Cruven to attack instead of me because he's been so much more successful.
Okay. Superiority dice is an 8. Need to just double check real quick how this works. And it's page 70. Okay.
Oh, I copied the description underneath the spell slot if you wanted to expand it.
Oh, did you? Okay, hold on.
Yep.
Under what?
My maneuvers.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you're using Commanding Strike?
Yep.
Okay. So, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature you can see or hear and expend 1 superiority die. Okay, so you are down to 3 superiority die. That creature can immediately use its reaction to make 1 weapon attack, adding the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. Cool. Go ahead and make your attack, Cruven.
Am I in melee range? I am, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use my dagger.
Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Plus,
And-
yeah, it's
and
plus
add
the 8.
Yep.
Woo!
So you do 18 piercing.
Sweet. Good job, boss.
Where around the order was that?
That's technically still Bali's turn. He still has 1 more attack action.
I was asked. I guess is that in the same order as my last sneak?
Yeah, it hasn't been your
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
yet.
because yeah, okay.
So,
Oh, it has to go to there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bali,
Oh.
you still have 1 attack if you'd like.
I would like to use my breath weapon on him.
Alright. I will roll it. He has to make a dex save. 17, DC of 13, so he's going to beat it. He's going to take half of... Wow, you rolled a 1 on your damage. And
Fuck.
So 5 in total. He's going to take... I'll be nice, takes 3.
Damn it.
How's he looking?
He's looking a little bit rough.
Tired? A little? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's you can see chunks of ice falling from his brow.
That's all. Yeah, I just needed something.
Yeah, fair enough. He's definitely taken a lot of fucking damage.
Perfect.
To this point, he's taken 117 points of damage.
I know. I'm keeping track. I was just curious
Okay.
how it was affecting him.
Yeah. He's definitely taking full damage from everything you guys have done so far. So, Ubruk, you're up. You have 1 hit point. What would you like to do?
How far away from him am I?
You're 50 feet away. Nope, 40 feet away.
I guess I'll just use Mind Spike on him.
Sure. Do it up.
You need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 5. He's gonna fail.
Yep. I'll just use it at level 2.
Okay.
That's psychic damage.
Psychic. Okay. Yeah, okay. You let the mind spike go, and he kind of grabs his head, and he's like, "Ah, no!"
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
All right. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, whoops.
It's 2d4 plus 2 for a regular.
Yeah, I did toll, not roll.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, you heal 5 points of health. Cruven, you're up.
Alright. How close am I to him? I'm right next to him still, right?
Yeah, you're right next to him.
Okay. For my bonus, I'm gonna use my my I think just basic healing pot or healing pot, whatever we're calling it.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
You heal
8
8 points.
Cool. 21. Oh, that I didn't say that out loud. Alright. So from there, I would like to use my dagger and try to
Okay.
stab him.
Have at it. That misses.
Okay. That missed pretty bad.
Yep.
That fucked up my plan. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I can't
Alright.
really hit again.
Karn, you're up.
I'm going to look at Ubrik and say, "Feel better," and cast Cure Wounds on him at level 3.
Cool. So he takes 16 points of healing.
And then I'm going to move toward the giant. Get all up in his face.
You can move
Or
about
his
10
toe.
feet back. Because you only have 30
Okay.
movement. Alright. It's Flapjack's turn.
Attack the giant.
Alright. Claw or bite?
Bite.
15 misses. Any movement or bonus action for Flapjack? No?
No.
Alright. It is the Frost Giant's turn. He is going to look around the room and be like, "No more play! We end this!" And he lets out a big breath of frosty breath. I need dex saves. From Cruven, Bali, Flapjack, Karn, and Ubrik. Gingo is just far enough out of the way.
Didn't I fall behind him though?
He ran past you, and then you got the attack of opportunity.
Sorry, I just received a phone call on my phone and it fucked everything up. I didn't hear any of that.
No worries. Okay, dex save. Sorry. For Bali. Okay, fail, and fail. You're gonna take 28 points of frost damage to all 4 of you.
Okay, I'm on the ground unconscious.
Okay.
Same.
Bali, you are unconscious. Karn, you good?
I'm still conscious.
Okay. So Ubrik, Bali, Cruven are unconscious at the moment. And then Ginkgo, Karn, Flapjack. Yeah, I didn't do a dex save for Flapjack. Hold on. He also fails. He's going to take 28 points of frost damage. Flapjack's still up. Okay. With that, it is Bali's turn. You're on death save number 1. That's a success.
I'd like to throw a death save. Oh, okay.
Ubrik, you're up. Death save number 1. Add 2 successes. Kruven, you're up. Death save number 1. Add 1 success. Ginko, your turn.
Shit. You said he was holding a metal weapon, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like an improvised kind of maul.
I'm gonna use heat metal.
Okay. At level 2, okay. Nice. Roll your damage. 7 points of fire damage. How do you want to do this?
I don't just like light his hand on fire or something.
Okay. So you cast heat metal on this like improvised metal weapon he's got in his hand, and he's like, having just knocked out 3 of you guys, and his ha 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 slowly turns it and he drops it, and the big metal thing lands on his toe and then falls over, and he's like, I have kids, and falls over dead. That is the end of combat.
Ray.
I'd be
I'd
happy
say
if I wasn't unconscious.
Huh.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna run over to Flapjack and give him a high five.
Okay.
I'm gonna go celebrate with the King of Bears.
D20 plus 2. Okay. Flapjack just barely sees you coming. The last second, turns around and kind of like ducks out of your hand. You barely miss and end up like petting him.
Good enough.
All right. And then Karn has come over to celebrate with you. You guys are celebrating, I guess. I don't know.
Bear King strong.
Can I do my death saves now?
Oh yeah.
You totally can if they're not gonna fucking help you.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna assist Bob here.
You don't get to do
Proven.
2 at once.
I got
It's
it.
like 1 per minute. The first one happens, and then they can all do stuff. So Ubruk death save. Derek gets another. Bali gets another success. Ubruk, you have 1 fail. Kruven, you have 2 successes now. So okay, now either of the 2 healers want to do anything?
I'm gonna go over to Ubrick. Cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, Ubruk, you have 1 health. You're no longer dying.
I'm gonna
Gingo?
use Cure Wounds on Kruven.
Okay,
I'm up there.
you heal for 9. Bali's gonna death save again and succeeds. Bali stands up, having just been knocked out. He kind of comes to, looks around and says,
Your children will be delicious.
Is there anything left of them?
there's a hand that's kind of mostly burnt, and this like improvised metal steel beam thing that is laying on
I'm gonna
his
grab
toe.
the hand. And I'm going to...
The hand is bigger than you are.
Okay. Then, I'm gonna... Shall we grab the hand as trophy?
I want an eyeball.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If not for trophy, at least for snack. 1 for trophy, 1 for snack.
I mean, he's got 2 of them, so I mean, why not? We can still have a snack and a trophy.
Yes. You and I will very much get along. I'm gonna walk to his face and see if I can't pry one of his eyeballs loose with my longsword.
All right. We'll just roll to see. Nah, you rolled a 1. You stab it right through the center of the eyeball.
I'm gonna walk
Oh.
over to the other eyeball.
This
What
one
a-
is for
to,
eating.
What a precision master handle it.
Okay. Roll a dagger attack, I guess, or whatever you're using.
Sure.
All right.
Well-
You manage to mostly cut around the outsides and pull out this gigantic eyeball.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna be giving the giant funeral rites.
Okay. So you just start chanting some hymns and guiding his soul to the afterlife.
One big cold corpse. Ye lift to the god tier. You be better. Follow rules. Be good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to
Good
see if
speech.
there's anything I can loot off him.
Take a point of inspiration for that. Jesus. That inspired me. Alright, sorry. Ginkgo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to loot him. See if there's
Okay.
anything I can find.
You find a very large loincloth. Also roll perception. Yeah, you find a very large loincloth and one eyeball that's got a sword sticking out of it with a dragonkin or dragonborn attached to that sword, talking to a tiefling about how to cook it.
I'm gonna look around the room and try to see if there was like he lived here, so he had to have like his stuff. I want to see his stash.
Okay. You rolled perception already? Okay. Yeah, so you kind of walk along the edge of the walls, and you notice back where he had grabbed this big-ass steel girder seems to be like a support beam of some kind that continues on further in the cave. So the cave came down and it opened up into this huge area where he was, and then it kind of narrows back down to almost ogre-sized entrance, so it's only about 10 feet wide, maybe 15 feet tall, and it just goes on for a little while. You can see parts of the rock on the cave above is starting to fall in a little bit as it's missing its support beam.
Okay. No door or anything though, right?
You can check further if you'd like. I just figured you
Okay.
don't want to walk away too far.
No, yeah. No, I won't.
Okay. Anything you guys else want to do with the frost giant corpse? Or...
I want to go up to his finger that's been burnt and cut off 2 pretty large slices of his burnt finger.
Alright. Give an attack roll with whatever melee cutting weapon you have.
I don't have any. I have a small knife.
Okay, give me a d20 with your dex modifier. So, dex roll. Okay, you got 1 slab. Go for 2. Nope, you ruined it.
You give him a paper cut.
I'm gonna try one more time for
Alright.
a third piece.
Okay, you have 2 pretty large slabs of frost giant flesh.
I'm gonna hand one to Bali and say, "We got some jerky now."
Yes.
I'm gonna take a
I'm just
bite
gonna
of it.
start chewing on it now.
Okay.
I'm also gonna try and dig the rest of that eyeball out.
I'm gonna roll a con save for you. Okay, it's kind of making you feel a little sick.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till I cook this, but also still try to pull that eyeball out.
Okay. I will just
I pulled
give a
a
strength
sword.
check for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to pull it out with my hands instead.
Okay. You grab from either. You rolled an 8. You grab from either side of the eyeball, and you just kind of bear hug it a little bit, and then like squeeze your arms a little bit, and then like try and back up at the same time, and you end up squishing it comically, kind of like in like a cartoon where somebody would like squish a watermelon, and it just kind of explodes all over you.
Oh, I'm gonna just lay there for a second and then look around to see if anybody's looking at me, and then not care that anyone's looking at me, and then just start licking myself.
Okay. Is anybody watching this?
Thank goodness I'm away.
Yes, I'm watching it.
Okay. Bali doesn't care that you're watching, just so you know.
I'm gonna lock eyes and not break.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta be clean, right there, fella?
Damn right.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna exit the cave and go out to the middle of what used to be the Druid Grove.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go deeper then.
Okay, we're splitting the party. Who's going with who?
I'm gonna go
going
deeper
with bears.
with them.
You're going to the King of the Bears, and Bali is going deeper. Ubruk, which group are you going with?
I'm going outside. I'm
Okay.
tired.
King of Bears, Ubruk, and Bali. You guys make your way outside to the center of the grove. Sorry,
I'm Karn.
Karn, not Bali. My apologies. Karn,
Karn.
Gingo, Karn, Ginko, and Ubruk. All three on the top in Skype. You guys make your way outside to the center of the grove, and we'll come back to you in a second. Bali and Kruven. You guys make your way deeper in the tunnel. You make it about 20 feet further through the tunnel before it veers off to the left, and you see a very large iron door.
Okay, that's all I was really trying to check. I'm gonna turn back to Bali. I am quite tired and wounded from that fight. I was just trying to see if he had any stash of keep or anything.
That's fair. We should come back if we're not doing anything.
Agreed. And I'll turn around. How far down was the door from the entrance of where we were prior?
From the big room, probably 30 feet down, left, and like 60 feet.
Okay,
So
not super far.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's all.
Okay. While that's happening, Ginkgo, Ubruk, and Karn, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna tell Flapjack he can hunt around if he wants, and then use plant growth for the next 8 hours.
Okay. Flapjack runs off. You hear like a little bit of a bear snarling off in the distance, and you hear.
I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah. Okay. Ginkgo, you start casting plant growth. This will take 8 hours. Karn and Ubruk. Ubruk, you said you're resting?
Mm-hmm.
You want to take some hit dice here or what?
Yeah.
Alright. You got 8 hours to kill, so however many you can do in 8 hours, they take 30 minutes apiece. Go ahead and do it. Karn, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna flop down and rest.
Okay. Same deal with the hit dice if you'd like. Okay, Kruven and Bali, you guys exit the cave. You see Ginkgo kind of just standing there, arms up. Seems to be balls deep in casting a spell. Karn is just flopped there on the ground, and Ubruk's just chilling on the ground as well.
Literally
about
chilling. It's still
Chilling.
snowy out.
Yep.
About what time is it?
Let's see. You guys got here at about 6. Combat lasted about 25 seconds.
I don't want to freeze in the night.
Maybe 6:30.
PM, AM,
PM.
PM. Okay.
Yep. The sun is still out. You guys are on the mountain.
Well, will we freeze if we don't set up camp and sleep for 8 hours?
You would have to ask somebody who's lived here. And maybe might know. Otherwise, you can maybe roll nature.
He is a tree right now. I say we camp.
Okay. Would you like to possibly build a campfire and truly set up a camp?
I breathe the wrong material, but I can go get wood. Is it disrespectful to use burnt hovel, or should I go find tree? Do I cut down tree in Druid Village, or
honestly, look at him. He's a tree right now. He won't care.
But manners. He wake up and I've
For the
broken
record-
his old home.
For the record, he's still an elf. He doesn't look like a tree. He's just standing there casting a spell. just for the record.
Metaphor.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the hovel that's already been burnt,
Mhm.
and pull some wall pieces away because it's already been cut down.
Yep.
I figured that's better than cutting down a new tree.
Fair enough. Okay, so you managed to scavenge quite a bit of kind of previously burnt wood that is now kind of water soaked because of the snow. But it might do. It might take a little bit to get it going, but
I'm getting
I'll
my
dig around
tinderbox ready. as
Okay.
he's
Yeah, and I
doing
dig
that.
around the foundations to find and see if there's anything that's been covered. To get some
Okay.
drier stuff.
Near kind of the corners of some of the hovels, you find a little bit of dry wood here or there. Enough for maybe kindling, but nothing for a major fire.
Anything in the ruins of interest?
The ruins are all just wooden hovels, except for the one bigger, large cabin that the matriarch of the
Yeah,
grove
what's-
was in.
If I go looking for firewood in that, what's in that?
Well, the ceiling's all kind of caved in. It looks to be made almost completely out of wood, but because of the weather and how long it's been, not too much here that you're going to be able to find. That's where you got most of your kindling and kind of stuff. Managed to find what little scraps of dry wood you could find. Is going to give you enough for kindling.
Okay.
Would my passive wisdom tell me that if I were to dig a couple, like a foot or two down in the snow, that I would like actually hit ground to make the fire, or no? Is
Yeah.
it all snowpack?
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
about 2 feet of snow, and then there's
Then
just frozen ground.
I want to start digging so I actually get some ground to put the campfire on.
Okay.
While he's doing that stuff.
Okay, so you do that, and he's looking for firewood. We'll say, about 10, 15 minutes passes. Bali comes back with an armful of wet wood and then a little bit of kindling. Dry, kind of smaller pieces that you guys can use to get the fire started.
Okay.
And do I have a cleared out area now?
Yep.
Cool. So the area's all cleared out. Why
I'm
don't
just gonna- Let him handle it.
all right. Yeah, then I'll just start kind of collecting the fire and start a small campfire to like let it last just for heat.
Okay, roll a nature check with disadvantage. Actually, survival, sorry.
Too late.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's better. I like that.
16. Okay, so it takes a little bit of going, and you got to have Bali stand in the appropriate spot so the wind kind of gets blocked, and he's kind of, using his formidable size as well as his arms to try and block the wind as best he can as you're sitting there like blowing and using your tinderbox. And after about 35 minutes of really, really cold struggles, you manage to get a little bit of a flame going. You kind of stack the larger wet soaked logs around the outsides of the fire to kind of let them start drying out a little bit, and as they get a little bit drier you start tossing them in, and Bali makes a couple trips back and gets a couple more larger pieces, and not before too long you guys got a pretty large fire ripping there.
Once I feel settled, I am going to take a long rest for 4 hours or
Okay. Meditation.
trance. Yeah, meditation.
Okay.
I'm
While
gonna-
he's doing that,
I'm gonna put my backpack as my pillow and lay down on my flying carpet, slightly just like inches above the ground, so that it's not as cold, and then
Okay.
parked near the fire but not on fire.
okay.
I'm gonna
Sounds
tell the
good.
carpet to stay, and I'm gonna take a long rest as well.
Okay. And you sleep for 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Karn, you wake up about an hour later, feeling a little bit refreshed. Bali is dead asleep on top of his carpet next to the fire. Ginkgo's kind of still standing there like a stone statue, chanting, a little bit under his breath, and his eyes are closed. He's just casting spells and stuff. You can see a little bit of the snow has started to melt, and you're just now starting to see the little buds of green sticking up from the snow. To your left, Ubruk is still asleep, or at least just laying there, kind of uninterrupted in his glory.
I only took a short rest, so I'm awake.
Nope, hour and a half, 30 minutes per.
Oh,
So you're awake, but you're just like, you're kind of not paying attention to anything. So, got about 30 minutes before like Ubruk really starts kind of collecting himself. So, if you want to do anything,
Just look through my prayer book.
okay. 30 minutes later, Ubruk, you kind of, yawn a little bit, stretch, up and about. You feel a little bit a little bit rested, but
It's a great time for a yawn.
yeah, right.
I feel a little bit better, but I don't. Oh man, I'm still pretty freaking tired. It's too cold for me to sleep out here.
I should say it's the wind that was there is still there. It is still unnaturally cold. Huddled close to the fire, you can manage to stay moderately warm, but you feel like maybe as the night grows darker, or if this fire goes out, you might be in some trouble.
Did I stay in trance or meditation?
Technically, you're still in meditation, yeah. So
Okay.
one of
Sorry.
them will have to wake you up or whatever.
No, I just didn't hear that part.
Yep.
Sorry.
You're good.
Am I still asleep?
Yep, you're long resting. I'm just waiting to see if Karn or Ubrik want to do anything.
I like the pictures.
Okay. Ubrik?
I ain't got nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna sit here.
Okay. So you guys want to fast travel like 3 hours until Kriven wakes up?
Sure.
Okay. I need a concentration check from Ginkgo. I need a con save from Karn and from Ubrik and from Kriven.
What do you need from me?
Constitution save. Sorry.
What do I roll for concentration?
It's Constitution save. Sorry.
Oh.
That's to check your. Okay, you are still channeling your spell. Kriven and Ubrik, you guys feel an insane cold all the way to your core. You cannot stay out here any longer, or you will freeze to death. Karn, it's cold. It's real cold, but you know you're all right. The pictures are nice.
Yeah. Corn tough.
I think we should get going pretty here soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna freeze to death here, guys. Holy shit! This fire ain't doing nothing for me no more.
As he's saying that, half of what he said is like hearable. The rest is just teeth chattering and yeah.
How much of my meditation did I get through?
All the way.
Perfect, thank you.
You are just freezing to death now.
It feels pretty chilly, guys. What should we do?
Corn fine.
I'm still dead asleep, right?
Yep.
How's the fire? Is it still going or no? Not at all.
The fire's, Karn's been kind of kicking it here or there when it starts to get a little bit dimmer. He's not exactly the brightest bulb in the box, but he's managed to kick the right log onto the pile to keep it going.
How many logs are left right now?
2 or 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna put those on,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna go run around and try to find some more kindling.
Okay. You can do that. Steal a Derekism.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing while he's doing that? I know Ginkgo's still casting his spell, but
I'm
gonna sleep.
after all, you're still sleeping. Yep. Sorry, Ubrik.
I'm gonna try to walk back down the mountain. It's too cold for me.
Okay. You start heading out the front of the grove.
Do I see that?
Not initially. Karn does, but he doesn't really pay attention to it. He's just like, maybe he's going for firewood. Who knows? Passive wisdom. Ubrik just starts hoveling off, and as you're kind of looting broken down kind of hovels, looking for any kind of dry wood that you can find, you finish looting one, and you almost bump into Ubrik as he's stumbling past the front of the hovel, shivering teeth chattering. There's a little bit of frost collecting on his cheeks and his lips.
Whoa there.
Same description goes for Kruven, Ubrik. Also, you are freezing right now, Kruven.
Alright. Whoa there. Let's how much firewood do I have? Do I have a little bit?
2 or 3 pieces. It's been scarce.
Alright. Cool. Why don't we go back up to the fire? I dropped a couple logs on. I have a couple more. Let's go back and huddle up.
It's too cold up there.
We have to stay together.
I understand that, but it's
Why don't you cuddle up with the bear?
that bear that don't like me. He.
Quit your bitching.
Forceful Bob makes a rare appearance.
I'm going to yell at him that I'm fucking cold.
Okay.
Well, can't you conjure fire from your fingertips?
No. Cannot. I'm gonna continue walking down the mountain.
Okay. And the rest of you? Bali, you're still asleep. Ginko, you're still
Thank you.
channeling.
I'm still pretending to read.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back to the fire.
Okay. Now what? You're there.
I'm gonna. How's the fire look now that I put the other logs on?
It's dying down initially. You throw the logs on, and it still dies down a little bit, but you're hopeful that after a little bit of time, it'll kind of warm up and catch those logs on fire, and you might have a little bit of a fire.
Is the base covered in snow?
No, it's melted snow. Nice kind of moist, soft ground for about
So where I
2 feet
dug
around
out
the fire.
originally.
yeah,
Where I dug out originally, it hasn't snowed down on it
Nope.
or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
and
That's all I
about
was
2 feet around the fire is started to melt and kind of, de-icify.
Okay. How is my character? Am I
Uh,
freezing when I'm next to the fire?
Let's put it this way: you believe that if you stay out here for another hour, you're gonna be dead.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
How I'm gonna look over, and about how long does Ginkgo have left on his spell? Or can I tell?
I don't think you'd really be able to tell, but he said that he was gonna channel it for 8 hours, and
right,
he
so
told
how
that to
long
the
would
other
it be?
guys. So I'll
'Cause
say
I
that
slept
they
for 4 hours.
I'll say that they told you that. So
Mhm.
you'd estimate that maybe there's about 3.5 hours left on his spell.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he look cold?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it didn't break his concentration.
That's great. I love it. Fantastic. Cool.
Karn, for the record, looks warm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I'm
he's
gonna go
got
sit
the
next to him.
it's like he's got the inner fire of God keeping him warm.
I'm gonna
or
go.
something.
I'm gonna go sit next to him.
Okay.
Is he praying?
No, he's just reading a book. Or
I'm gonna
pretending
sit
to.
down and I'm just gonna see if he's holding the book like in the correct way, like not upside down.
Right.
And then
it is.
two.
Is it upside down, Karn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm not even gonna like.
The picture
on
that he's
that.
currently looking at seems to be a castle upside down in the sky, pointing down towards an ocean, and all the people are walking around upside down, looking down at the ocean. There seems to be a red ball of fire in the middle of the ocean. It's
Do
a
I
really
feel
weird
warmer as I sit here and look at the book with him?
book. Roll a Constitution check with disadvantage. Just click on your Constitution, not save. Yeah, just
Okay.
Constitution.
Woo!
Yeah, you feel a little warmer next to him. You're still freezing, but it's not quite as bad when you're curled up next to Karn.
Okay, I'm gonna like grab the top of the book and then look over at his face, and is he like all smiling?
Karn, are you smiling?
Are you enjoying this book?
He's
Alright,
really enjoying it.
I'm just gonna like grab it and be like, and then flip it over real quick, and then put it back in the rightful spot,
Okay.
and then nod, and be like, yeah.
Karn, the sky people are now ground people.
It changes everything.
All right. You guys want to do anything else? Are we fast traveling 3 more hours to find out if people have died?
I think we need more wood. After that, I'm gonna get warm, and I'm gonna try to find some more wood.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to be rolling a Constitution save for Bali to see if he wakes up. He doesn't, because he's feeling toasty warm.
Perfect.
Yep. Okay, so you go looking for more wood, and
the other direction this time.
Sure. So you go off. You're gone for a couple of minutes, and we'll come back to you. So about 3 or 4 minutes has gone by, and Karn, last time Kruven went off for wood, he came back in about 5-6 minutes. We're creeping up on that territory. He's still not back yet.
I am enthralled by what I've just experienced with this book. Everything is now upside down from what I knew. I take no notice.
Okay.
God damn it.
Ubruk, you make it about halfway down the mountain. You're stumbling as fast as you can while you're freezing, and you manage to make it just outside of the grove. You start kind of, like I say, stumbling down the mountain, shivering and like warming yourself up by rubbing your body, and you get down to about where the kind of dwarf entrance cave was that Ginko pointed out as you guys made your way up, before you start feeling a little bit warmer. You're feeling all right now. You're feeling a little cold because of what you just went through, but yeah, that was weird. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna continue down the mountain, try to get to warmer climate.
Okay. So you're heading down the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Another hour passes. I need a concentration save from Ginko, and I need a constitution save from Bali. I will roll that. Bali's toasty warm.
Since I have my robes that prevent against frost, does that help at all?
If you were taking frost damage, sure. This is temperature. Sure. You're feeling a little cold, but you manage to push through the spell. Your kind of inner clock as you're channeling your spell seems to tell you that you're just about done. You got maybe an hour or 2 more to go, but it doesn't break your concentration. You're still casting the spell. You're kind of aware of your body as you're doing it. As you're casting the spell, you're aware that there's snow all over you. Feels like ice is starting to form across like your lips and your nose. Yeah, it's real fucking cold.
It's okay. It's my life's work. I'm willing to die.
I need a constitution check from Karn.
Save or check.
Just a check. Yeah, you're not as warm as you were before. It's getting a little chilly. It's getting weird cold.
Going weird cold.
And it's been about an hour.
I'm gonna let out a loud ripping snore.
You do that. Your reading is a little bit interrupted by this really one really loud snore from the Dragonborn. And that kind of startles you away from your book for a second, and you realize Kruven's still not back yet. Neither is Ubruk, for what it's worth. He's also gone. Alright, cool. Go in another hour. I need con check from Karn, constitution check from Ginkgo, and constitution save from Bali. Bali's still warm and sleeping. Ginkgo's still channeling his spell. Karn, you are... it just got really, really cold over the last hour. It's getting pretty late, the sun's gone down, and holy shit is it cold. Chills you to the bone.
I'm gonna pull my blanket out of my pack and wrap it around me.
Okay.
Current cold.
Helps a little bit, but whatever this coldness is, it's gotten into your bones. Okay. We fast forward to the last hour of sleep. Constitution save for Bali. Bali, you wake up at the end of your sleep. Freezing cold. You are fully rested. You get all your resources and stuff back. But you are freezing.
I'm gonna take an... Is it night now?
Oh yeah. It's
And I only see...
started the sleep at 6:30. It is now 3:30 in the morning.
I'm not seeing all the faces that I should see.
No, you see Ginkgo standing there like a tree, as you so eloquently put. You see Karn sitting on a wooden stump, draped in his blanket, still reading his book. The fire's gone completely out. Ubruk and Kruven are nowhere to be found. Also, Ginkgo, at this time, your spell has finished casting. As you kind of drop the spell, drop the concentration, you look around and you see over the span of the next 20-30 seconds a bunch of flowers start growing everywhere very, very, very quickly. The snow all melts and kind of drifts into the ground, that moisture bringing life to new plants. Seems the grove is revitalized, at least partially. The wind that blows is still strangely cold, but doesn't seem to faze you, even though Karn and Bali are complaining about it being freezing cold.
I'm gonna take a note from Karn's book and pull my blanket out of my backpack.
Okay.
Because that would have been a really good idea from the start. I'm gonna wrap it partway across my face and eyes and use it as a mask so that I can fly the carpet away. I'm gonna check the closest wood building.
Okay. You check the nearest wooden building and you find Kruven holding a log between his knees and his chest as he's curled up in the corner. Seems to be frozen to the log.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and strength check, trying to pull him up, but make sure that there's no exposed skin that's attached to anything I'm pulling him away from.
I'm only gonna do this once, and that's just now. Are you sure?
I'm gonna do a wisdom save first to see if he would shatter if I moved him.
Okay, I'll roll the... Let's see... It wouldn't just be a wisdom save. Let's say investigation, maybe? No, we'll go nature. Nature check. No, survival. We'll do survival. 17. You feel like if you picked him up right now, he would shatter into 100 pieces.
Okay, instead I'm gonna sit cross-legged in front of him. I'm gonna wrap my blanket gently around his shoulders. And I'm gonna take some deep breaths and blow hot air on him and realize that that's totally futile. And then yell, "Ginkgo! Bear King!"
Ginkgo Bear King, you are being summoned.
I will head over there.
Alright. Karn, you're left alone by the not fire.
I'm following the Bear King.
Okay. You guys come over, walk in the burned out hovel where you see Kruven, previous description, with Bali sitting in front of him, blanket wrapped over, and breathing as much hot air as he can onto Kruven.
I don't know what to do with him. He's not dead, but he's not alive. This isn't an elf thing, right? You don't just
No.
hibernate?
No.
I love how Bob's muted right now and you can still hear him laughing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just I'm looking at the picture of him.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh shit!
I love that picture. Just
You can
I'm
still
assuming
hear
I'm
me
gonna get a
laughing.
kick out of
That's
this tomorrow.
hilarious.
oh, you're gonna love it tomorrow.
Oh god.
If you want, I can send you the picture right after we're done here before you log off.
What do we do?
You try shake?
No shake. He'll break. He's like a glass elf. Any kind of sacred warmness, or do we just set the house on fire around him?
Corn, no sacred warmth.
Let's.
You know, every cleric spell in the book, there's gotta be something, right? Or not.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
prepared.
Oh, right. Shit.
I'm gonna use create bonfire on the building.
Okay.
Let's light it on fire.
I'm gonna go
hit
ahead
the-
and
hit the spell card for me on that. Okay. Interesting. I need deck saves from everybody that's in the hut, with disadvantage from Cruven.
So me too, right?
Oh, God.
With disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
I roll a dex save.
You did. You rolled an 8.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. What's your DC? Ginko.
ID.
Oh, my spell save DC
Yeah.
15.
Okay, so everybody fails. Roll damage.
What was the damage?
1d8. Alright, everybody takes 8 points of damage. Except for Ubrik, because he's not there. You're at 49, Derek.
Thank you.
Alright,
I'm gonna rip my blanket off the back of Cruven and start to like. Is he on fire?
not really. It seems to just like flared up for a second. Nothing of his caught on fire, but he took some damage from it.
Is the floor we're currently standing on fire?
No.
Okay. I feel safe where I'm standing?
Moderately. It's very warm.
Alright, I'm gonna keep breathing on Cruven in that case.
Okay.
But more frantically, like my life depends on it.
Okay. I will give you a medicine roll. 9. Nothing happens so far as you know.
Shit. This is not my specialty.
What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to find something I can use.
Why Bear King burn?
Oh, just trying to make him warm, you know?
He's trying to fix the glass elf.
Corn, help! Gonna cast Sacred Flame on Cruven.
Interesting. Can you hit the spell card for me?
Yep. Oh, yeah, I can do that
I can
too.
just look it up. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Cruven. Dex save with disadvantage. What's your spell DC, Karn?
How do I figure that up again?
It'll be on your spell page, the very top.
Oh, right, 15.
15, and he rolled a 15, so he meets it.
Disadvantage.
Oh, right, disadvantage.
11.
Right, that's 11. He takes 1d8, which he rolled is a... Oh, did you cast it at level 2?
No, it's 2d8.
Yeah. After level 5 is 2.
Oh, you're right. Shit. Okay, you take 2d8 damage, which is 12. 12 points of radiant damage to Griven.
Karn, help.
Fuck.
You might have.
Dude, can I... What do I feel? Anything?
Okay, so... No. No, you don't feel anything.
That's fine. I just want to know.
Nothing. I was gonna try and explain it, but I can't until this is over.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on Grooven.
Okay, you heal 15.
Hot.
Yeah. Well, not really.
I'm gonna-
It's really cold, but yeah.
I'm gonna see if he's actually frozen to the floor.
Okay. Roll
Investigation.
investigation for you. You rolled a 12. He seems to be stuck to the floor, the wall, the log. Pretty much anything he's touching, he's frozen to.
I'm gonna use Produce Flame in my hand and just kind of like wave it around Grooven.
If we can unfreeze him enough to get him onto the carpet, I can float him to someplace warmer, I guess. Or we could build a fire next to him. Is this
Sacred flame again.
is it sheltered inside of where we are, inside of the hovel?
No, none of the hovels have roofs anymore. They've all been kind of burnt down. The most that there's there is like the biggest hovel is probably like 3 feet of wood on like one side and then absolute burnt carnage on the other side.
Okay.
Is like completely decimated by a raging fire that came through here.
Okay. I'm gonna wander off and see if I can't find a big piece of wood or a bunch of wood. I want more firewood.
Okay. Meanwhile, produce flame. You're rubbing them down with your flame hand. Karn, you want to help with that in any way?
I sacred flamed him again.
Okay. Roll a dex save with disadvantage, Mr. Griven.
Karn, help.
You don't take any damage. But no effect to the sacred flame.
How far down the mountain have I made it?
By now, shit, you're almost at the bottom.
Okay.
You can see the cart where you guys had left. Or no, that's way back at the top. Yeah, you're almost at the bottom. You can see the ruined sign from where you're at, but you're not close enough to like read it or anything.
How do you feel
Okay.
about that?
Well, you guys pointed it out.
That's asking him.
Fair enough. Alright, any more actions from anybody here?
I want to roll in perception or investigation to find a stash of wood I haven't looked for yet.
Alright. Roll perception, you got a 23. You managed to kind of root through a couple of different hovels here or there, and you come back to the room where Gingo is rubbing Kruven down with his hand of flameness. Karn's kind of standing there, shrugging his shoulders a little bit. Kruven seems to be still frozen. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.
Huh.
Sorry, boys.
Proven in a bind.
Yep. Yeah, so that's it for this week. I just want to let the viewers know that we'll be doing this campaign for a couple more weeks yet, and then we'll be switching it up. Just a little bit of a change of pace. A couple of us are returning to old characters in a new campaign, and a couple of us are making new characters in this new campaign. And Bali, aka
Done.
Jonesy, aka Derek, will be DMing.
Playing God.
Yeah, because I want to play again, so we'll do that for however long, and then we'll just switch back and forth from campaign to campaign. But that's still a couple weeks out yet. We still got a couple more weeks of this campaign until Derek will be ready, and then we'll start that. But it should be a lot of fun.
Who's all making new characters?
I
Just
am.
me and Nick.
Me, Ubrok, and you. Or me, Nick, and you. Sorry. Character names. And it's the return of Eggman and fucking Joradam.
No, I know. So I was curious if like maybe me and Nick could talk and like our characters could have a backstory together or something.
Absolutely could.
Yeah. Did you see that in the PDF?
Not to like pin you into it or anything, but it would be kind of interesting that way. Like we're joining a group that's already established. I don't know.
Well, we're all gonna know each other.
Shut up, Drew.
Check the PDF in Skype. We all do know each other at least a little bit. But,
yeah, I saw that.
I know that Nick also had an idea he wanted to run by anybody who was creating a character to be like some sort of brothers or something.
Yeah, so that's
Zach's-
what I was kind of trying to.
Zach's character and my character, they are in different campaigns.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the way Derek's going to be writing it, or as Derek wrote in the PDF, our characters will know each other at the beginning of the campaign, so we don't have to be like, oh, hi, I'm Eggman. I'm Joradam. I'm a knight.
Joradam is actually the easiest to write in, because his story just fit in with how chaotic he was. Eggman, we can talk and figure out how you got to where you were.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys will be a group that knew each other. And you've known each other for a while, because it kind of quests come up in like hunting seasons, kind of like, oh, it's spring, it's questing time, like we get to leave the fortress kind of thing. So you guys are in a group because when you group up, you're stronger, obviously, and you're able to accomplish more. So you go into it having known everybody. Jay has made a request that he's kind of the new guy in the group, so you know him. You trust him enough to have him in your group, but he's also still the new guy. I'm excited to see what you guys have for ideas, and of course text me or message me in Skype for any questions that you have. I will answer everything. And if you have any world questions, of course, too. And everything else is in the PDF. So excited. Very excited.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Hell yeah. So, as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch. Today we started late because Nick was late to the show. We're all just sitting here waiting for him.
Wow. Sure.
Okay, it was Bob, but I've been throwing Nick under the bus the whole night.
It was me.
Yeah.
I had to work late.
Yeah, so we started a little bit late and we're ending on time, so it's like, yeah, we lost like 15 minutes, but whatever, what can you do?
I was wanting you to go longer, but,
yeah,
you know.
It's no big deal.
I was also
I will
frozen.
definitely fall asleep.
I know, I can tell.
So, basically, if you're watching this on YouTube, follow, consider watching live. Like I say, we go live 6:15 every Monday. That's Pacific Standard Time. And, if you're watching this on Twitch, consider following, subbing, whatever. And we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Okay, so the third time I got crabs was whenever I